great desires, who are starving, who are hungry, who are thirsty, and all I know is to feed, to give unto others. So when, I must admit, when someone mentions that they want nothing, I still want to give something. And I shouldn't have done that, and I apologize to you if I've offended you.
No, I'm not offended. I'm just not hungry. But thank you very much, regardless.
I apologize again. And she'll...
Did I do it, guys? Did I do good?
Yeah.
He's just looking around himself.
Okay. So that's how it's done. Okay.
With that nice lady. That's like my grandmother.
No, I was the nice one. I was being nice.
Rebo goes, that spooked me until you said I was the nice one, and Remo goes, that's better. And then he turns back around and eats more.
Yes, you're nice too, Mr. Howie.
Yeah, a nice number one.
So, is there anything you guys are doing while you're eating?
No, not on my end.
All right.
No.
So after about, I'd say an hour or so while you're eating, Jeff will return back over to Pentagon, and he'll say, they're fine. They're all fine. They seem to have taken a bit of interest of some areas within town. But they are also, well, eager to leave. And then he'll just kind of like sit down here. There'll be like a little bowl of breadsticks or whatever. He's just start to slowly eat a little bit. You guys will have finished up your meals. Is there anything in particular that you guys would do around town, or if you'd like to gather some information, or is there anything that you all wanted to? Is there anything that you wanted to make sure got done today?
I mean, I'm curious if there's just any shops, anything that we can, beyond the big trading with the Mephistopheles. Is there any kind of shops at all?
Kev would mention that Instructor Mao, the teacher, over at from Frostfell, was over at an alchemy shop, a potion shop.
Ooh.
Perusing from the books that she had been working with.
Right. Is that all?
There is that, and as far as shops go, and there's also a museum of oddities and collections, but that's not really much of a shop. That one is operated by a master of relics, where wonderful Savaz, the eccentric, loud collector who had nothing to collect in his little fake museum, that is where he is currently located.
Interesting. Okay. Anyone else?
An armor smith?
There are no weaponsmiths or armor smiths within the palace.
Okay.
Since this is more of a... because there really isn't established cities or trade within the Shadow Vale, a lot of these places tend to be a little more self-isolated.
That makes sense.
So there wouldn't be a merchant of any kind. Even the alchemist doesn't necessarily sell potions. She's just an alchemist that kind of almost like a local doctor to treat like just the ill and the injured. And the relics is more of just to you would figure a way for Mephistopheles to show off some of his more lesser collection to the rest of his subjects.
Well, I think if Kev found like the survivors, I think it's time to get the fuck out of here.
So, if departing from this area is what you would like, and
I'm just suggesting. I didn't.
Oh no! It's fine. It's all good. What I would like to do is we can fast forward a little bit, just because we are 2 players short now with Gmart losing his internet. I don't want to go too hard in. would you say that you've been like sort of like gathering or collecting information for the town? Oh yeah, actually, you know what? If everyone would be so kind, I'm assuming you guys would be gathering information, correct? Just
Oh,
about,
yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah.
what's in the area, what you guys are doing. All right. Everyone roll me an investigation check, and depending on who your highest roll is, I will let you know of some key areas that you'd be able to investigate. All right, so
It's us. It's weird
that's
seeing only 4 rolls.
yeah. So Olive with a 15, that would be good enough there. Let me go ahead and.
Wait, what's the investigation for? Sorry.
Oh, you guys are gathering information of because you're like, let's get the fuck out of here. You're gathering information of like what are some potential topics or points of interest that may assist you with your goals of getting the fuck out of here, like getting out of the Shadow Vale. Does that make sense? Okay. So, so with that roll, you guys have some options. Allow me to show you the region map.
Yay.
Woohoo!
I shall return you back to the map. Make sure everything's good to go. This is essentially where we were gonna wrap things up, anyways, because you, while you were around town fulfilling anything that you needed to do. Okay. Would have ultimately had to come to this decision. The region map of Ezra. There. Alright. I'm going to show you guys this map so you guys can figure out what you'd like to do, and I will read out some points of locations. Would you like me to also copy and paste this information in your private chat, or would you like me to copy and paste this in the chat log?
Private chat would be lovely,
Yeah,
in my humble opinion.
I agree.
Okay, so have the document. Oh, I have it over here. All right, so with some information gathered, and now that you have found 2 people of Frostfell that were taken here by the Palace of the Collector, the Instructor Mao as well as the Keeper or the Museum Keeper Chavez will be following you guys to whatever their next destination is. So there is a point of interest that would be for the 3 people that were over here that was originally from Feywonder. Over to the northeast. Sorry, I'm checking something. Okay, yeah. Over to the northeast, you will notice there is a breach of Feywonder. After some information has been gathered, you will learn from around the palace that a breach leading to Feywonder has opened northeast of the palace. It is believed that this is a failure from one of the Lords of Shadow, Ashura, when they tried to breach and enter into Feywonder. This is not the breach that Ashura's forces tried to breach from, but instead, rumors and stories have been told that these breaches to Feywonder have begun to appear all around the Shadow Vale.
Ooh.
Fortunately, fortunately, or I guess rather unfortunately, the one that is close to the palace has been sealed by an unknown force from the other side. But this could be a good way for those captive of Frostfell that are now with you to get home. You do believe, since this will take you to a completely different Vale from your own, this will not necessarily assist your goals in escaping the Shadow Vale and returning back over to the Curios Keep. So this would be an optional path for you guys, and solely would be, I mean, unless you have your characters would have another interest, this would be an opportunity for you to potentially get like Kef and Mao and Chavez home to Feywonder.
Okay.
The next, so that would be over here. So, I will copy and paste that now.
The breach is really cool, but I'm so fixated on the Tavern of Wretches.
Whoa!
So, that is actually the next thing I was going to read about.
Oh shit!
You have discovered that the Tavern of Wretches houses an adventuring Umbrani, or actually houses Umbrani adventurers who have come to explore the ruins of Ezri. The Umbrani are a curious bloodline. They're inherently born from the dreams of powerful entities, such as Lords of Shadow. But these appear to be more neutral. They don't seem to side with a Shadow Lord or side with a dark entity. So because of this, they explore the Shadow Vale. They're essentially like adventurers from your world, from Io, from your existence. Perhaps they might have found something in their travels that may allow outsiders to escape the Shadow. That could be it. A path that you guys can explore, so I will copy and paste that there. It's funny that you brought that up when that was literally
yeah.
So that's awesome. If you zoom outside the map, you will notice all these dark, wretched portals that seem to be circling around this area. The Storm Devils, they're called. The various Storm Devils house powerful entities born from a phenomenon known as the Nihil. This is a term in the Shadow to describe nothing beyond nothing. Because the Shadow Vale is essentially an endless abyss of torment and purgatory, what goes beyond that as you look at all the various pits and holes that seem to lead to nowhere? The terminology in the Shadow is known as the Nihil. So, that is a term of Shadow to describe nothing beyond nothing. With darkness surrounding these purgatory, this purgatory off the Shadow Vale, what inhabits the nothing? This could be a good opportunity for you guys to research a great unknown, and perhaps maybe even find a way to do some veil hopping or travel, because not much is known about the nothing beyond nothing. Speaking of these nihil phenomenons, I will take you over to the Oblivion. The Oblivion is the greatest gathering of nihil, said to be expanding, albeit at a slow rate. Some say the Oblivion will eventually consume all of the region of Ezri over time. But it wouldn't be in anyone's lifetime that it would matter. So it's currently been contained by powerful tiefling magisters, but not for long. While the Oblivion houses the most dangerous of the nihil, it may provide an understanding of breach formations, and perhaps a pocket small enough for either to escape. So, if you want to go all in on the nihil research, the Oblivion will be the route that you would want to take. And then finally, from the Alchemist over at the Palace, you'll notice over here, the House of Smiles. An alchemist has been inquiring about the inhabitants of the House of Smiles, namely from their apprentice, Thogmund, who has formed what they describe as a happy little cult. Thogmund recently withdrew from the service of the alchemist, taking a nihil stone, a powerful item, which is an endless abyss, is actually the next thing I was going to read about.
Oh shit!
You have discovered that the Tavern of Wretches houses an adventuring Umbrani, or actually houses Umbrani adventurers who have come to explore the ruins of Ezri. The Umbrani are a curious bloodline. They're inherently born from the dreams of powerful entities, such as Lords of Shadow. But these appear to be more neutral. They don't seem to side with a Shadow Lord or side with a dark entity. So because of this, they explore the Shadow Vale. They're essentially like adventurers from your world, from Io,
Oh,
from
cool.
your existence. Perhaps they might have found something in their travels that may allow outsiders to escape the shadow. That could be a path that you guys can explore. So I will copy and paste that there. It's funny that you brought that up when that was literally
Yeah.
so that's awesome. If you zoom outside the map, you will notice all these dark, wretched portals that seem to be circling around this area. The Storm Devils, they're called. The various Storm Devils house powerful entities born from a phenomenon known as the Nihil. This is a term in the Shadow to describe nothing beyond nothing. Because the Shadow Vale is essentially an endless abyss of torment and purgatory, what goes beyond that as you look at all the various pits and holes that seem to lead to nowhere? The terminology in the Shadow is known as the Nihil. So that is a term of Shadow to describe nothing beyond nothing. With darkness surrounding these purgatory, this purgatory off the Shadow Vale, what inhabits the nothing? This could be a good opportunity for you guys to research a great unknown, and perhaps maybe even find a way to do some veil hopping or travel, because not much is known about the
Interesting.
nothing beyond nothing. Speaking of these nihil phenomenons, I will take you over to the Oblivion. The Oblivion is the greatest gathering of nihil, said to be expanding, albeit at a slow rate. Some say the Oblivion will eventually consume all of the region of Ezri over time. But it wouldn't be in anyone's lifetime that it would matter. So it's currently been contained by powerful tiefling magisters, but not for long. While the Oblivion houses the most dangerous of the Nihil, it may provide an understanding of breach formations, and perhaps a pocket small enough for either to escape. So, if you want to go all in on the Nihil research, the Oblivion will be the route that you would want to take. And then finally, from the Alchemist over at the Palace, you'll notice over here, the House of Smiles. An Alchemist has been inquiring about the inhabitants of the House of Smiles, namely from their apprentice, Thogmund, who has formed what they describe as a happy little cult. Thogmund recently withdrew from the service of the Alchemist, taking a Nihil Stone, a powerful item which is used by mighty alchemists and something rarely found or formed, and much time and sacrifice is needed to create a Nihil Stone. Kind of imagine a weaker, but not by much, like a Philosopher's Stone. A Nihil Stone allows for those kind of transferences. It's a very powerful entity. And the alchemist's apprentice, Thogmund, swiped the stone and created this happy little cult. So, obviously, returning a Nihil Stone may gain favor from the alchemist. However, researching said item may also yield ideas on how to return home. And one more thing, and this is actually a recent addition because of your inquiry of memory. The Herald would return back to you, believing that he would be capable of extracting, or rather discovering, these memories that have been long since hidden. However, it will require you to journey to a place or a focus of great magical influence. Specifically, the floating ruins of Zakar. There, within the Shadow Bastion, the Herald believes he would be able to channel energies of Shadow to allow you to re-experience these deeply seated memories. Of course, this has nothing to do with your escape from the Shadow Vale, but may be an opportunity to explore that which is hidden away from you. Obviously, another option. So for that, I'll just type the floating ruins of Zakar to potentially unearth hidden memories. So with that, I've already spoken with Sam before then. He leaves it up to the party to choose. So if there is an overwhelming choice from this group right now, that is where you guys will begin your journey towards in the next session.
I mean, I don't know. I kind
man.
of wait. Like Gmart and Sam are not here, so I don't know. I feel
Sam
like
said, whatever you guys decide.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we should probably all say what we personally want, and if it
Yeah.
all works out, it all works out.
Yeah,
I
because if
think
there's
we
like an
should-
overwhelming answer, then that
Yeah.
might,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
decision
yeah.
might be chosen for you guys.
Like, can we react to each thing?
Yes, please,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Do
Discord?
you want to do an
Okay.
overview or?
Yeah, we should talk about it too. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, are you
Have
guys
the
cool
right
having that
group.
conversation live? Because I think that would be
Yeah.
really
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
good. Okay, awesome. So yeah, talk amongst yourselves. We still have time.
Well, we to be clear as well, we don't have to do one thing. We could chain two things, for example, right?
Correct.
Right.
Yeah. Because I am, you know, I love character backstory and stuff, so I really do want to see more about QB and Olive. But I think it would make sense to chuck. Personally, I think it would make sense to go to the tavern, chuck Calf and all the people through the breach.
Sorry.
Just escort
Send
quest
them home.
and then immediately head west towards the ruins. Personally.
In character, Olive would be super interested about the cult. But also about the ruins because of potential unearthing of hidden memories. But yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I'm
And the
all-
call is just down here.
Yeah. Everything else, the tavern sounds great too.
Yeah.
Well, Alex, what do you think?
honestly, it's kind of
Like-
hard to say because
Like, what are you personally like interested in? Because I think we're figuring more like what is everyone like in their own.
well, I'm
personal
just gonna
interest in.
go off of backstory then for Kopi. Kopi's just trying to restore the armor that she has, or that she's wearing right now because of things that she shouldn't have done.
I will tell
So-
you, being in a veil of magics that are foreign to your world, could potentially greatly assist that. In fact, if that is your motivation, would we be cool doing another? Let's go ahead and do an Arcana check at advantage.
Oh, okay.
All right, so with an 18, with the information that you guys have gathered, restoring your armor back to its glory, correct? That's
Well,
what you-
I mean,
oh, go-
I'm
continue.
assuming it's not gonna be as easy. I'm sure there's like steps, like
Oh yeah.
you know,
of
it's
course.
like you know, you restored it to 20%, you restored it to 40%. Like I'm assuming.
Is Kopi just trying to restore this relic armor back to its pristine self? Would you say?
Yes.
Okay. With that, you will need a concentrated, at least to begin the process, a concentrated focus of magic would greatly assist Kopi with those goals. Investigation into the nihil phenomenon of the Storm Devils, or even the Oblivion. The Oblivion is absolutely, when it comes to nihil explorations, is the high risk, high rewards, because the Oblivion is obviously the highest concentration of the nihil.
Well, I'm all about Gamba, and so is Kopi. So
And the House of Smiles, specifically the Alchemist Apprentice, who has a nihil stone, that too could potentially influence and assist in the restoration of your relic armor.
okay.
So just so you have the information to help create a decision, to help formulate a decision for yourself.
We can only go to 2 places, right?
Oh, Dave, you can explore all of them. I mean, you guys are the
Oh.
ones that are trying to leave the Shadow Vale, but that does not necessarily stop you from exploring these places while you do so. You could literally hit up every single place here if you wanted to. I'm just providing you
Okay.
with points of interest.
Then I think we should go to the tavern first,
Tavern of
and then
Witches.
go to the ruins. to help the girls with their memories.
Okay.
So they can have their stuff for their characters, and then figure it out from there.
That's perfect. No, that's perfect. Laura, what
Yeah.
point do you think QB has the most?
Or one more thing to add. I
Yes,
would
please.
like to go to the Oblivion after those two. That's
Okay.
all I'll say.
Okay, perfect. I love it. QB, what are you feeling?
Yeah, I think QB would probably want to go to the ruins to investigate. I think she's been like kind of troubled by these thoughts, and so she's been thinking a lot about it. So I think she'd want to do that. I think the plan to go chuck Kef and the others I think she would want that for Kef too. So I like the idea of going to the tavern and then the ruins and then whatever else people want to do. So yeah, that
Okay.
seems good.
So it sounds like the overwhelming.
Well, Brett, can I also say another thing as well?
Please.
Upon reflection, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Kopi and Oliver are interested in the smiles and the cult and alchemy, right? The tavern is more in line with escape, right? And that I only said that because it's on the way to throwing Kef down that evil portal.
I mean, technically, they're all potential routes for escape, besides
Right.
the Wonder Breach.
Well,
and
that's what I mean, right?
yeah,
Like, if our plan is to stay here and do stuff, why would we go straight to the place that helps us, focus on potentially leaving and meet some explorers? It might make more sense, actually, then to invert it and do it backwards. Also, just going to pose this to the room, gang. Do we need to escort Kef to the portal?
True.
What if we just said, it's time to leave
Do
the
it
nest,
yourself.
Kef? Good luck. Maybe
Or we
pay
could
some
keep him in our
people.
party for more power.
Yeah. Well, is Kef strong?
Well,
He's a
to
bard,
be,
right?
To be fair, if there is a potential to escape to return back home, Kef would absolutely take that, whether he's
Right.
going on his own or not. Will he survive the journey along with the others? Well, I suppose you wouldn't know that.
Well, unless we use magical means of some
Unless
kind.
you use magical means, that is correct. In which case, then I can provide you with more information.
Well, yeah,
But
we
if
could
you would like
set
to
up
try
like a
and
bodyguard situation.
convince, would you want to try and convince Kef to go with you?
Personally, no.
Okay. So if you guys are not going to the Fey Wonder Breach, which that works for your things, I think Kef would, once you guys can like gather what you're doing, I mean, Kef absolutely would come up to each and every one of you and, with a heartfelt smile, be very thankful.
Oh my god,
So-
he's being so nice about it. Shit. No, I feel
Well,
bad.
yeah. I mean, you guys have your own objectives, as does Kef. And sometimes those objectives don't connect with each other, and that is totally so.
That's life, man. Yeah.
That's life. That's exactly it. So, give me 1 second. Oh, actually, we can literally just do that right here while you guys are over there. So, as you guys are currently discussing what to do, and beginning to formulate the final end of your plan, Kef would stand up, and as he brushes himself off, will just be like, "All right, well, I believe that settles it then. We'll head over to the breach. Should be close enough. A day or two's travel. Mao is a capable sorceress. I'm sure she'll be able to protect ourselves, and I can handle a scrap as well. I don't know too much of that loudmouth, though, Seavalls. I suppose if he's silent for a couple of days, we should be able to handle ourselves. Where are you going to be heading off to?"
Well, we still haven't finalized, but I believe we'll be heading south.
I understand. You're braver than I am. I don't want to stay here for one moment longer. So, if there is anything else you require, I believe that myself and my companions will depart off to the northeast to investigate this breach.
Yes, I'd like to request something. Could you do a small little beatbox for us?
Just a little bop for us, Kev.
What
A
is
good
Come on,
this?
I want to hear your skill.
Oh dear. Just describe to me what this beatbox.
Oh, you know, making music with your mouth, and beats and sound effects and noises. You know.
Oh, what kind of sound effects? I could be a dog.
Fuck.
God damn it, man.
Woof woof.
If
Yeah, you
that-
know, make a song with woof woofing. You know.
Oh,
I think that would sound fine.
strange request, but you did save my life, so I suppose. Woof woof, bark woof, woof woof woof, bark bark, woof woof, arf.
That was awful. I've never heard any worse than that before.
Oh.
I mean, wait, opposite. Wait, fuck.
Well, thank you so
Shit.
much, and he bows at the generous compliment you've
You know
given
what?
him.
Stick to instruments. I think you're better off with instruments.
Oh, I think so too. It was nice. It was nice meeting you, Kobe. He'll offer a hand.
She looks at it.
Ah.
We'll see you at the castle, yeah?
wait. What do you see at the castle? What do you mean?
Wait.
The key, you
like,
think he's going back to the
the-
keep?
Oh, at the keep.
He's going
he,
through to Feywild.
eventually-
he shakes
eventually
his
he's
head.
gonna-
He shakes his head and he says. He
I
says,
thought eventually he was gonna go there. I don't know.
Oh no. Back in Frostfell when I had no memory, getting any sort of shelter would be wonderful. Now that I know where I'm from, I wish to return to home.
Oh, I
I
thought
hope
he was gonna still come with us.
Understand that.
Didn't we pay you? I feel like we hired you.
So, are you attempting to persuade Kef to not go home and instead come with you back to the keep?
No,
If that-
it's an
if-
honest question.
I'm
if that is-
sorry, but
No, it's all
Kopi
good.
would not even want to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know, I see how it is. Well, see you when I see you. She turns back away.
Oh,
Good luck.
it was nice meeting you, Kobe. Sir Howie,
Huh?
brilliant mind. Thank you for everything
Yes.
that you've done.
Of course. Anytime.
Hello, QB.
Are you called? Hold on. Question.
Yes.
Is it Kev or Calf? I'm not good with names anymore.
Oh, well, I suppose it would be when I depart that it would be best to learn my name. It's Kef.
Calf. Okay. All right. Well, good. Have a good trip.
Thank you. QB,
Yes.
it's a pleasure to meet you. I wish you the best of fortune on your journeys.
Thank you, Calf.
Olive,
Mhm.
it was a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for everything that you all have done for us.
I did so much. You're right.
That you did. It's
What
fine.
about me? You didn't say bye to me.
Well, since I'm leaving anyways, Remo, I always thought you were a jerk, and then he just walks away.
Yes, dude.
Dude, mic
Someone
drop.
said it. Holy
Nice.
fuck.
Well, damn, I didn't think I was that much of a jerk.
No,
Damn,
Remo,
I got some reflecting to do.
Remo would just go, yeah, he just don't get it.
There you go. Perfect.
Yep.
And as Kef leaves, goes, oh, be sure to tell Tom to I said bye to his friend.
That's so fucking funny.
Oh, and yeah, the raccoon in your party. Tell
The
him. I said
raccoon.
bye.
Yes, make sure to tell him.
All right. Well,
Oh, actually, you know
R.I.P.
what?
Kev.
I've got a better thing. Comes back. Hey, what's up? It's me. I haven't left yet. I also
Oh.
didn't call Remo a jerk. That would be weird. Anyways,
Not canonical.
so I think we're going to be departing pretty quickly from here. It's a shame that I didn't get to bid my farewell to Tontu. Would you be so kind as to give him this letter that I wrote for him? And he'll hand you a sealed envelope.
Oh, wow.
He, well, fellow Fey Wandering, I just want to make sure that I give him my well wishes, as well as a commitment that I will do on his behalf.
Of course. Who has my bag of holding?
Well, good luck figuring that out.
Oh, shit. Bye.
Safe travels, my friend. And Kef will leave the banquet hall.
Finally. He was a nice fellow, but he talked too much.
I mean, we all kind of talk too much sometimes.
I think he liked you, Kopi.
Yeah.
He was making zombie eyes at you.
I don't know. I
What does
think he
zombie eyes
despised you.
What does zombie eyes mean?
Explain that one,
No.
QB.
It's when one of your eyes is closed more than the other eye from love.
Yeah, he had a weird face.
Huh? You mean
No.
squinting?
You know, QB, I think that's just how Kev just looked. I mean, you know, look at Mr. Howie. Wait, why am I saying Mr. Look at Howie.
Hello,
He always has
you
the
should
little
address me by
squint.
sir or mister, yes?
No, I refuse.
Okay, well, I resent that.
Good for you. Anyway, it's just like Howie has a squinted eye. You know, that's just how he is.
It's not zombie
That was a tongue
eye.
twister.
Yeah.
How he is.
It's how he is.
That do be how I am, indeed.
And he's fine the way he is. You know, Kev is also fine the way he is, except for he talks too much.
Oh, I think she likes him back.
You little
Stop
stinker.
him from leaving?
No, he's gone.
Come on.
Probably dead.
Oh my gosh. You don't think so? He's probably fine, right?
Nope.
Did we just send a man to die?
No,
You
he
sent a
had
man to die.
He had traveling compatriots. He'll be fine.
Did you see the awful beatboxing skills he had? He will make people fall to their feet, fall to their knees.
Kobe, what is beatboxing? Can you
Can
show
you
us?
give us
Yeah,
an
Kopi, drop us a
example?
beat. Ruh-roh.
Wait, hold on, I got this.
Wow, it's riveting.
I'm just laughing though.
That could be a part of it.
Oh my god. Everything is fine. Here.
I've heard enough.
Is that meant to be music?
That was the most beautiful thing I've heard in my entire existence.
Oh, thank you.
He's being sarcastic, Kobe.
Maybe
No,
I
he's
was,
not.
maybe I wasn't. I guess we'll find out at a later time.
He's not being sarcastic. I can tell.
I might forget about this conversation altogether.
You will not forget. I will not let you forget it.
Well, make sure you remind me pretty soon.
I will
Mom.
remind you.
My brain's a little foggy.
I don't know
You
why I'm
know what
raising
it
my
is?
voice.
Yeah, it's okay, Kobe. All right. Nobody else knew this new music, new wave stuff. You know, the old music. That's the good stuff. You want to
Sounded
listen to
like
some
your
old
bird
music?
jeans.
Oh, you gonna beatbox us some old music then?
No, you don't beatbox. Why? I don't even know what that really is. You've not made it clear with that whole demonstration.
You
I
make
mean,
the
it's
music
pretty
with
fun
your
to
mouth.
beat a box.
I like a good bit of drawl. I like a nice somber jazz.
Oh shit,
good
we
things.
lost.
She's just restarting her mic.
Yeah, Olive really doesn't like beatboxing. Hates it.
Indeed.
Anyway,
All right.
Kev dead. Let's move on.
Anyway,
Ed.
yes, let's move on.
There we go.
Yeah, he's dead. We sentenced a man to die.
Who knows? We might be headed towards our own death, but I'm curious.
Curious?
Curious.
Yes, I'm curious about them curios.
He said the line.
You ate rats in front of me.
What
We'll
did
have
you
to talk
write
about
down?
that later, Olive.
Did you write down a sample
that.
menu that had rabbit on it? You know,
When? What are you
When-
talking about?
when Remo was eating all of those eggs, you were writing something down.
Oh, you mean this?
He hands you the notebook.
Oh, can I use that spell to read it? I cannot
Sure.
see my spells.
You sure can.
Okay.
Like, yeah, read all, like, comprehend languages.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Hi, it's me. I'm comprehending my languages. Oh, you cast it. Good for you. All right, so first of all, what language is the journal in?
Dwarvish.
All right. So you open up this dwarvish book. What's within the journal? Paint a picture for me, Howie.
Okay, at the front is like just scroll notes with the note that was written earlier, but yeah, it's filled with just like really scrappy pieces of paper everywhere with blueprints, diagrams, yada yada, like tinkering ideas and equations and whatnot. It's a mess, but yeah, right at the front is the little the thing that he most recently wrote into it.
And
What
would
did-
that be?
It says, Remo likes eggs, treat the lad.
Treat the
Read
lad.
the lad.
Yeah,
That
Give
sounds
them more
nice.
eggs.
maybe.
Maybe.
I'm not going to
Okay.
explain.
Treat. Does it read treat the lad, or does it
Hey,
read
it's written.
treat the lad?
It's tone, it's writing. You can't tell. You got to interpret it
Oh
how you
my
interpret
God, so cool. We don't know.
it. Not really that cool, honestly.
I know.
Now on page 2, much cooler. Big
Ah.
idea for this lobster submarine we were talking about earlier, Brett.
There it is. Oh,
That's what I want.
Fuck yeah, you do. All right. So you guys are gonna not go to the Tavern of Wretches, and instead cross over the Shade Light Summits and head over to the floating ruins of Zakar. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Is that the direction that you guys want to go? More direct. I mean, you can try and go the other way. It will be longer. Will you
House
be
of Smiles, then the floating ruins.
Oh, wait, are you doing House of Smiles first?
Well, I'm curious about the gang. That's what I was thinking, but because 2 people wanted to go there, and then 2 people also want to go up to the floating ruins. So
I know the discussion.
Oh,
Go on.
wait. Oh, we're not going to the tavern anymore.
that's what I suggested not doing because I was the one that suggested doing it. But you're welcome to pitch that as an idea.
No. No tavern, because that's where Kev is.
Yeah, we sent him in that direction all the way up to the Fey Wonder Breach.
No.
Yeah, fuck that guy. No.
To be clear, he did not look good. Like something was wrong with his. He needs to moisturize.
Indeed. So I guess
yeah, I mean-
the final question would be: are you guys going to House of Smiles first, or the floating ruins of Zakar for the memory exploration?
Well, I mean, like, we were on the topic of memories. Why don't we just do that first?
Yeah, I'm down.
That work for everyone?
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And
Because,
then-
like,
oh, go on.
I don't know. I feel like it would be weird just, like, you know, do the whole, like, memories dialogue just today and then be
Yeah.
like, oh, no, we're not going to do that yet, though.
You'll have to wait for your memories, child.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just fine with that.
You
Oh.
can pass through. It depends on how swift you want to be. The Shade Light Summits would be the quickest way to get over to the floating ruins of Zakar, or you can go around through the endless canyons. Now, this will take quite a bit longer, and it will be a little more atricious, I suppose, is the best way to describe it. As you're just like circling around this area. It'll be a battle
Where's
of
it on the
attrition.
map? I'm not. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
So it's longer and it's harder.
It's not necessarily it's harder. It's just going to be more of a resource drain because
I see.
you're going to have to just continuously fight, not fight, but like continuously explore and go through several. You know, you're probably going to have to set camp several times. You're going through
Right.
there, and whatever
Oh.
tribes or areas, you know, there might be stuff within there. The shade
Is there
lights
anything to incentivize it at all?
to go through there.
Yeah.
It's not as risky or dangerous as the shade light summits.
I see. Okay.
Shade light summits is going to be a bit more, a little bit heavier on your athletics, your acrobatics. It's going to have more dangerous entities that may provide more of a threat, but you will swiftly be able to get through it and arrive over at Zakar. I'd say
Right.
the best way to describe it is the
That scene in Finding Nemo, where they have to go through the gap or over the gap.
Yes, that's the best way. Yeah, that's good. So Shaylight summits may take a session or two before you arrive to Zakar. Going around the endless canyons may take about 2 to 3 sessions, or 2 to 4 sessions rather. So it's up to you on where you want to be more direct, or do you want to take your time?
I'm big gamba. I would take the summits.
And that sounds good with everyone? Okay. Then the next session, you guys will be traveling to the Shade Light Summits. And great news as well. I know you guys are super excited about this. Brulvek will be going with you as well, because he's the one that'll be doing the ritual over at Zakar. Hello! It's me, your best friend. Please don't punch me in the face again.
I kind of like him. He's growing on me, honestly.
Like
Well, I mean,
fungus.
he's hilarious, like character. Yeah, Kopi just hates him though.
Yeah.
All right.
He's fun to push around a bit.
All right. So that will be the plan for the next session, as you guys will travel through the Shade Light Summits. And
Wonderful.
And that will wrap up today's session of Curious Curios. Thank you guys so much for playing. Woo! Sorry,
Thank you.
Sorry for all the not technical issues, but I get, technical issues on Gmart's side. No Sam, apologize for that. And yeah, but we still got a good session in. Did you guys have fun today?
It was a very fun session.
Yeah,
in my
very
humble
cool
opinion.
session.
Yeah, it was very enjoyable. All right. You got-
Unfortunately, I do have to head off right now though,
All
because
right.
I have to do I have to do some stuff right away.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Talking about Kev.
Hello.
Yeah. Who?
Kev.
It doesn't matter anymore. He's gone.
Yeah, he's not in our party anymore.
Who?
He left the party out of my object permanence.
Yeah. He was like, you could take us to the Feywonder Breach. And you're like,
Omega lol, no.
there's 3 of you. You'll
Sounds
be
like
fine.
a lot of work. Yeah.
You'll be fine. Oh, you got an adventuring party now. Whoa.
There you go. You guys go off on your own. Make your own
Anyways.
campaign.
We're
Anyways, good
up-and-comers.
luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's get a. I'm feeling a little bit of a dark wind. That feels good.
Oh yeah. Oh, music.
I love this map.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Cool.
This map was created by Levodoom.
Levo Doom. You're
Le-
amazing as always.
Level-
Nice.
Levodoom has painstakingly fleshed out the world and the worlds beyond. A little bit of foreshadowing for
Oh
for you
my
guys.
god.
Wiggles eyebrows.
What does that mean?
Well, that's a little foreshadowing. You'll have to find out. But like later.
Okay.
Like later on.
Yep.
Before we get started and I do the recap and all that stuff, Laura, I believe you have something you'd like to tell the lovely folks at home.
I do. Thank you for letting me tell them.
Absolutely.
So, some of you guys know I'm a game composer and developer. I made the soundtrack for PVZ, and you can hear me singing at the end of Deltarune and To the Moon and stuff like that. But I actually made a game called Rockwin, which came out in 2017, and we have been working really hard to port the game to Nintendo Switch, and we have a release date now, which is March 23rd, 2023. But my really big news is that I actually made an entirely new game in the Rockwin universe, and I just announced it this week. It's called Mr. Saito, and you can wishlist it separately on Steam, but it'll also be bundled with Rockwind on Switch. And so I'll post if I'm allowed to.
Please. I was about to ask. I was like, "Where's the link? Where can people find this?"
So there's the link to the new trailer, and also the link to the Mr. Saito Steam coming soon page, so you can read more about it and look at screenshots.
Laura is so appropriate with links, and here I am just spamming the shit out of it. Like, so there you go.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, feel free to wishlist it if you like. It's worked really hard on it. So yep, that's my announcement. Thank you, Brett.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Congratulations, dude.
Amazing.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I actually met Eric's because
Your
of
game
that.
was fucking amazing.
Thank you.
I was amazed when you were like, "Behold, new game," and I was like, "What?" Okay, great.
Wait,
Yeah.
That's how we initially met, right?
Yeah.
Because I played your game.
Yeah. I remember going to, I think it was on Twitch. You streamed on Twitch, and
Yeah.
I was super excited to just like watch people play it. And so I was like, "Oh, this one's good." Your
That was
playthrough was so
ages
fun.
ago, huh?
Yeah. That must have been like 5 years ago.
Oh,
Oh my
That's
god.
a really long time ago.
I'm old now.
Hello. It's me 5 years ago. That's my Howie impression. That's all
Yeah,
of
he
us.
wouldn't have changed much because 5 years ago he'd still be in his late 60s. So he's still an old ass man.
He's still an old ass man. All right.
5 years. I've been doing this for 20 years.
20.
Remo?
No.
Last time everyone was being everyone else.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alex was doing Remo a lot. Brett was doing Remo.
we kept. Oh yeah, I thought I did. I think I covered Remo pretty well.
It's not hard.
You did, but like some of the things you said, man. I mean, I don't know if Greg would have liked that.
I hope you didn't
Like what?
change my character.
Character
Colin-
assassination.
Yeah.
Character
Assassinate my character.
Yeah.
You were really kind that episode. It was weird.
Oh, that's not good.
Give me a scenario right now, Benji.
Just I don't like you gave everyone in the group a hug. That was unexpected. Yeah, I would have expected a punch.
This is how I out bullshit Benji. Is I go, yeah.
Yes,
Give me,
and
give me 3 examples right now.
off the top of your head.
Oh shit! Oh, sweat.
Wait a minute. You were supposed to be like, "Oh, you," and then move on. What the hell?
Dude, I did something the other day. The other day where I was like, I like begged him to be serious, and he was like, "Well, that's no fun."
Can't live
I
life
was
like that.
dude, fuck! I can't tell anymore when you're joking. I need
That's
an out.
no fun.
And he's
I mean,
like,
the
well,
safe word,
come
that's
on,
all
just
you've
like
got.
play along. Yeah, we have a freaking
We have a
like you have
phrase,
to
yeah.
tell the truth
Yeah,
safe
that's all
word
we've got.
because
I
the
was-
jokes go too long.
I did want to be weird, but I was like, you should get like a safe word for
We
like.
literally have
we
a safe
did
word
that.
for
We
it
did
because
that very early
it's
on.
going on too long, and we had to employ that so early on in
Oh
our
my
relationship.
God, that's amazing.
Yeah, because Bree just couldn't help herself. It was ridiculous.
It was
Yeah, it was all me. I just get so carried away with those bits, you know.
Yeah.
I love tricking people.
Yeah, she's a tricky trickster for sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right. Ow. D&D time. Sorry, I just clapped my hand on my
Yeah,
board.
oh my
that's
God,
on
are
my
you
thumb.
okay?
Oh my god.
Don't worry about
Self-harm.
it. Anyways, so that's why we have the warning. Ow. Anyways, let's go ahead and do. We're gonna do our brief recap of what happened in the previous session. Sam, good to see you. We missed you last week. G-Mark,
Hello.
we saw you for like 10 minutes, but we missed you for most of that
I
time.
was somewhat present. I was watching on my phone.
You were there in spirit,
Yeah.
and every
I saw
time
part of the
Yeah.
character assassination, and then I closed the stream.
Yeah.
you woke up and you said, "I'm hungry," and then you rushed
Yeah,
out
no,
to go
that's-
get
I
breakfast.
would never. He doesn't eat. You know that.
Rainbow doesn't eat bread.
It's
Never
part-
eaten in his
it's
life.
It's part of his monk training. He doesn't have to eat food.
He
What-
fasts all the time.
Why do you
So
think
he's
he?
very fast.
Why do
yeah.
you think he asked for the unicorn meat and then
Yeah.
didn't eat it? Hello,
Yeah,
I
it's
was
like you gotta pay attention in between the lines to the story that's being told there.
I was trying to tell you guys something.
It's
All right.
incredible stuff.
Right,
That's-
right.
Just in depth, really good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So, say,
What'd I miss?
well, let me go ahead and tell you. So, last week, awakening after the victory from the arena, as well as the terrifying sighting of the undead baby deity known as Cosma Tara, you
okay.
began to strategize your next steps on how to get home. After speaking with Kef one final time, along with Mephistopheles' herald, Rolvek, it was discovered those from Frostfell had been released and were now roaming the palace. Kef and the others wished to head home, hoping to use the newly formed, albeit sealed, Bay Wonder Breach to the east. The party declined to escort Kef, leaving him and the others will handle themselves on their own. However, Hubie and Olive were still interested in rediscovering sealed memories of their past. Rolvek mentioned that due to Cosma Tara's sighting, along with their allegiance with Orlocks, Vampire Eternia, Cosma Tara, not your guys' Cosma Tara's allegiance with Orlocks, another Lord of Shadow, Mephistopheles, who believed could handle such extraction, would be unavailable to do so. However, Rolvek offered his services to attempt such a ritual. With the exchange, he keeps the memory if Olive and QB wished it to be discarded. Let's see. After further research, there were many paths to take in the realm of Ezrai that could potentially take our heroes back to the Prime Lane. However, before exploring that further, the party has decided to cross the Shade-like summits with Rolvek, hoping to head to the floating ruins of Zakar, a ritual site teeming with shadow energies necessary to unearth sealed away memories of Olive and I have also in our chat given you lots of information, other locations that could potentially be used to assist not only your personal goals but potentially help you escape from the shadowy veil. I know there was talks and interests of, after going to Zakar, exploring the House of Smiles, and maybe even stopping by the Tavern of Wretches.
The House of Smiles?
Oh yeah. It's the
Oh,
whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
We'll explain it on the way.
Because we're going.
That'll be
Sounds like a roadside attraction. Like, I don't.
It does.
Well, if you don't smile, you get your money back. That's the guarantee.
Okay, I'm getting my money back. That's good. It's free.
No matter what is happening. It's definitely not as happy of a place. There is a happy little cult over in the House of Smiles.
Okay, Bob Ross.
So
Happy little
Happy
cult over here. We're just gonna
cult.
splash
Happy
a
little
evil
cult.
on that spot.
Beat the devil out of it.
yeah.
I'll beat the devil out of it.
Oh, I'm gonna beat the devil out of it. Okay. So you guys are over here, about to head over to the Shade Light summits. So before you guys depart, but get this going. Sorry, I'm waiting for the load. Okay, we're good. Is there anything else you guys would do? Brolvek will be joining you along travels, since Brolvek will be the one responsible for the ritual to extract the memory, or to extract the memories for the two of you. You guys are going to decide to cross the Shade Light Summits, which may house its own dangers. However, it is the most direct way to Zakar, as traveling all around here would lead to a very long and arduous journey. You're going swift through the dangerous Shade Light Summit, so that you could arrive sooner and explore the other sites sooner as well. And Rolvek
I can't wait.
following you.
Woohoo!
So, before departing the Palace of the Collector, is there anything that you guys would do, or anything that you would like to try and find out or discover before you guys depart?
Do they sell any like travel sweets?
Like little
Little
candies.
sucky sweets.
We don't have money. We have souls or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll pay in souls.
Okay, you're gonna get souls for a Kit Kat? Like what?
Yes.
So
Oh my god.
so the gourmet mancer, or the gourmancer rather, would be happy to make little sweet treats for you on the road, for no additional cost.
Why, thank you.
Also, just really quick. Sorry, I'm adjusting volumes. I'm checking one final thing for departure. As you guys are within the Palace of the Collector getting ready to leave, Brolvek had to return back to the palace to, quote-unquote, get something that may aid you along the travel. Brolvek will return and said, "Good news, my friends. I have spoken with the alchemist. Kezgin owed me a favor." And you will notice as Brolvek is holding up a sort of bandelier's